Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. Today is September 9th, 2015. The Dow Jones Industrial Average had a very curious close today, down 239.11 points. That number 239 has been quoted an awful lot, from movies to music videos to commercials to news stories and more. In the recent market glitch crash of July 8th, where the market was down for 3.5 hours, when it reopened, the mainstream media had a man positioned in the background like a prop wearing a jacket with the number 923 on it, also a lot like September 23rd. That crash came 6 days after the July 2nd release of Rihanna's music video, Bitch Better Have My Money, which flashed the number 239 all over it and seemed to be very much connected to financial problems, financial loss. I did a video on that. We'll get to both of those things. But first, I want to show you a few other interesting things about today and this drop in 239.11 points. Notice that is a decrease of 1.4%, kind of like the number 14, and September 23rd is 14 days from today. Also, since the beginning of this nation, central banks and Federal Reserves have shown the symbol that is now known as the Star of David, the flag of Israel. But the thing is the central banks and the Federal Reserve are much older than Israel, and that symbol was on our banks long before Israel ever existed. It is no secret in this world that the Zionist Jews are big players in banking and money and largely run the financial show of this world. Notice that Torah, the Jewish holy book, has gematria of 239. I recently did a video on the Baha'i faith and the visit of Abdul Baha the year before the Federal Reserve was established. He came here for 239 days. His name in gematria sums to 239. And the reason I think that's significant is because I think it parallels the Pope's upcoming visit later this month. Back then, Abdul Baha came to speak about world peace, living better, this spiritual pep talk, kind of like what the Pope's coming here to do. I think it's a repeat of history. Abdul Baha came just before the United States got involved in World War I. The Pope is likely coming here just before World War III breaks out. And who knows, maybe a new international Federal Reserve. Remains to be seen. But changes, no doubt, are on the horizon. This date of this 239-point fall, Truth Seeker, September 9th, 15, has a date numerology of 33, and that's interesting because Dow Jones has Pythagorean gematria of 33, and with the S exception, 42. The short name for the Dow Jones is the Dow, which in simple English gematria also sums to 42. It's located in NYC, New York City. The acronym NYC is 42, a highly Masonic number. I was taking a look at the Dow Jones, and I noticed it was established in the year 1885. And that seems so interesting to me because a lot of things are being coded with 58 and 85 right now, and I'm trying to find the full meaning of it. Perhaps this is another layer of the coding. Perhaps this is all foreshadowing what is to come with the markets. Everything being presented in front of us are clues for what is to come. These are how the rulers rule, treating us like, I don't know, dumb little children. Notice it was established in the month of February, the only month with 42 gematria like Dow and Dow Jones, also like Freemason. The month of February in simple English gematria sums to 96 like Freemason, and notice the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the one we're looking at today that fell 239 points, was established in the year 1896. 96, an important number to the Freemasons. The original establishment date has a numerology of 145. The market fell 1.45% today. Possibly a coincidence, possibly not. These people are mad numerologists. These might all be little subtle tributes and signatures. Going back to July 8th, the glitch crash that shut down the market for 3 hours and 33 minutes, 30 minutes, but a lot like 3-3. When it reopened, the mainstream media had this guy in the background acting like he was busy doing something, but on his sleeve was the number 923, a lot like September 23rd. They had their familiar numbers up on the screen when it came back up. And this woman kept making references to train, about getting the trains rolling again. Got to get the trains rolling. The day before that crash, the market closed up 93.3 points on July 7th. 93, another very important number to the Zionists. Israel's Congress is all coded with the numbers 39 and 93, just like New York, where the stock market is. With regards to the number 77, what's interesting is the date of the market glitch until September 23rd is a span of 77 days. Another number very important to the Jews. Judaism equals 77. The American meridian is the 77th meridian that cuts through Washington, D.C. Again, the United States turned 239 years old. All these very significant numbers to the Jews, very relevant at this moment in history. Notice that the market crashed at about 11:30, 113. In Bava Kama A113, it says a Jew can circumvent a Gentile by lying to them. A Gentile is a non-Jew. In other words, the religious passage says a Jew is superior and can lie to someone because they're not Jewish. Now here you go. Here's a perfect example in the world. Fake a market crash, blame it on a glitch, and do it all by the numbers, which is how this gang operates. Treating us all like fools. All of this reporting is by the numbers. By about 3:15 p.m. Eastern Time, the New York Stock Exchange said all systems are functioning normally. Imagine where the minute hand is when it's on 15. It's on the 3. 3-3. Again, today's crash, or not crash, but fall of 239 points comes on the date with 33 numerology. These Masons, these Zionists, they operate by these numbers. 6 days before that market glitch crash, this music video came out called Bitch Better Have My Money by Rihanna. Now here's what's interesting, Truth Seeker. Bitch Better Have My Money has gematria of 105. And in this nation, it's the 105th day of the year that's tax day. And that's the day when the Zionists say to the people, you little bitches, you better have my money. That's what we're here for. We are slaves. Our labor is being wasted. Our intelligence is being wasted. All of our worth is being wasted by these people. They're sucking up our energy. They're stealing our productivity. And they're taking the wealth we create. All of us who work pay at least a quarter of the year away to this gang of assholes that exploits the hell out of us. Legitimized robbery. Notice that the words Zionism and Masonry have gematria of 105. That acronym, Bitch Better Have My Money, has gematria of 38, just like the name Rihanna, just like the word Jew. Don't fuck with Jews and their money. That's the message here. This song released on March 26, 2015, and runs 3 minutes and 39 seconds in length. Both of these things are interesting. Here's why. The dollar bill has Jewish gematria of 339. This song is called Bitch Better Have My Money. The dollar bill has the Star of David coded all over it and a whole lot of other Freemason symbolism. September 23rd, which this music video foreshadows multiple times through the license plate, the date of September 23rd this year is the date of Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement and Repentance. Notice that the word repentance has gematria of 339. The date the song released is a date with 44 numerology. This year, on September 23rd, Pope Francis, who has a connection to 44 through his name, will be meeting with the 44th president in the White House. 44 is the kill number. The first president to ever die in office died on April 4th, 4-4. The last president to die in office was JFK, the 44th term president. The music video released on July 2nd, 2015, another date with 44 numerology. 44 for the song, 44 for the music video too, and throughout the music video she's driving around in a car, a 440. Obama, again, 44th president. Rihanna has been a guest to the White House of Obama's. Lincoln, who Obama's connected to, died on the 105th day of the year, tax day, April 15th, the same day the Titanic fully submerged. Obama reopened Ford's Theater on the 42nd day of the year, the place Lincoln died at. The word bitch has gematria of 42. Obama recently went to a funeral and sung Amazing Grace, which has gematria of 105. He sung that funeral 9 days after the killing of 9 people. The next president to die in office will be the 9th. The man who wrote Amazing Grace was a slave trader born on August 4th, just like Obama, August 4th. From July 2nd to September 24th is a span of 84 days, or 2 months and 22 days. September 24th is, of course, the day after September 23rd. What's interesting is that September 24th is September 11th on the Julian calendar. Possibly another 9/11 connection. That span of dates, September 22nd to 28th, is all very curious. With regards to the song being 3 minutes and 39 seconds, I also pointed out how Hip has gematria of 33 and Hop 39. 39 books in the Old Testament. The first book is Genesis. Genesis has a gematria of 33. Kanye West has writing credits on the song, gematria of 33 and 42. Lots of interesting coding in this, Truth Seeker. The video is bloody. It's showing in the desert also. Most of it is set in the desert. And the reason that's interesting is because the United States did a lot of nuclear bomb testing in the desert in this nation, assuming nuclear weapons are real. But one of the main ingredients in nukes is Pu-239. Something to think about. Lots of interesting imagery and gematria in this video. Please go back and watch the other video. I've already covered this for people who are redundant. At the end, it shows this balance of $420. It makes me think of weed. The police code for marijuana is $420. Money up in smoke. Maybe. Let's close here. That music video referenced 105 April 15th, tax day. This year on April 15th, tax day, we had the story of the gyrocopter crashing down by the White House. It was flown by a 61-year-old pilot. The word gyrocopter has gematria of 61. The pilot's name was Doug Hughes, which has gematria of 52, like Pope, and 61, a number very much connected to Obama, who's born in 61. Anyhow, everything is being measured this year from Lupercalia, the festival on the 44th day of the year. From the 44th day of the year until tax day is a span of 61 days. Think about this. The headline was Message Delivered for the 44th President. Everything's coded 61, and it comes 61 days after the 44th day. Are you following me? 44 is the kill number. This festival dates back to the time of Julius Caesar, who was assassinated in 44 BC. The last pope to die as pope died after 33 days of being pope on the date with 44 numerology. So that's pretty much the message, Truth Seeker. This market drop of 239 points on this date, likely foreshadowing for what's to come. All right, until next time.